Bonjour et bienvenue à The Language Code. Let's decode the languages with Nitika. So today in this video we are going to learn about the TEF Canada exam. I'll be giving you the details of the TEF Canada exam, that what questions are there, how many modules are there and how you have to attempt the paper. So without any ado, let's get started with the video. A TEF Canada exam is conducted in one single day, and how it is, like your LRW will be for suppose like 2.5 hours or maybe 3 hours, and after 1 hour or maybe half an hour you'll be called for your speaking exam. So whole set of paper will be conducted on one single day. Likewise IELTS, you do not have to go for the speaking for the other day and for the LRW for the other day. It's not like that with the TEF exam. Okay, let's start with the first part, that is comprehension écrite. So in comprehension écrite, that is your reading section, you have 40 questions. The question type is all MCQ, and you have the time span of 60 minutes. So you have 60 minutes for 40 questions, and you can go back and forth on the screen. Like you can go for the first question, then you can go for the third question, then fifth, sixth. Like you can, after doing the sixth question, you can also go to the second question. You can go back and forth to the screen, right, in the comprehension écrite, and you have enough time to complete 40 questions, MCQ questions of the reading passage. But here for the reading passage you need to have a good vocabulary, your speed should be good, your understanding of the language should be good, plus the synonyms. You should also know a good amount of synonyms to one word, so that you can easily cope up with the reading passages. Okay, coming on to the next part, that is comprehension orale, that is your listening part. Here in the listening part you'll be having 40 questions. Same type of the question is going to be MCQ, and the time span is going to be 40 minutes. So you have to be very focused and also speed up with the exam, because you'll be hearing the audio only once, plus you cannot, once you have done one question, you do not have any time to go back or do something. There's no such thing for the listening part. So you have to be very focused in your listening portion. Next comes your expression écrite. Expression écrite is your writing. You have two sections, section A and section B. In your section 1, you have report completion. You'll be provided with a situation and you have to complete the further report. The time limit will be 25 minutes and the word limit is minimum 80, and what I suggest my students is to write at least 100 words, right? So you can complete this 80 to 100 words within the span of 25 minutes. This is the easiest part of it. Now coming on to section B. Section B is argumentative, right? For example, you'll be getting an article, you have to write 2 or 3 arguments, right? And also give examples to defend your statement. Plus, for example, you have written 2 for agreement and 1 for disagree part. So you have to club in your article like that, and the time span will be 35 minutes, which is, according to the students, is little less. But yes, we give a pattern to the students for both section A and section B, so that they can easily complete within the time span. So if you follow that particular pattern which we give, you'll be able to solve it within the span of 35 minutes. And one more thing which is important in writing part is proofreading. Once you have done with the writing part, please keep at least 2-3 minutes so that you can just proofread, just read whatever you've written. In case in a hurry you have written something wrong, grammatical error, or maybe the spelling error, you can correct. Now last is our expression orale, that is your speaking part. Your speaking part duration is 15 minutes and you'll be having 2 parts of your speaking. The first section is going to be of 5 minutes. You'll be having like an ad, and generic ad, or maybe a poster. You have to read that poster, and then you have to ask certain questions from the examiner. What I suggest my students is to prepare at least 10 to 12 questions to ask from the examiner, because you have to keep the conversation for at least 5 minutes, right? You have to go on with the conversation for 5 minutes, and here in this conversation the student, the candidate, is going to be the person who is going to ask questions, and the examiner is going to reply you. Now in this section, examiner is going to give you very small replies, so you have to prepare as many questions as you can, right? You'll be given 1 minute to prepare, to read plus prepare your questions, right? Coming on to section B. Section B is a little tricky. It is also role play, but here you have to lead the conversation. In section A, the examiner was leading the conversation, but here you have to lead the conversation. It's a role play and it's for the time span of 10 minutes. You'll be getting 1 minute to prepare your topic. Now here, examiner is going to be your friend, right, whom you have to convince to purchase or maybe to go for the particular thing, whatever the situation might be given to you, right? So you have to convince him that you have to go for this thing, right? So you have to prepare your dialogues accordingly and lead the conversation for 10 minutes. This is the tricky part, but yes, with the gradually with the passage of time, when you start preparing for your TEF exam, you get pro in both the sections. So that is it for the exam pattern. Last but not the least, let's also discuss about the cost of the exam. That's the most asked questions. So the TEF Canada exam is conducted by two bodies. One is Alliance Française and the other one is Français des Affaires, right? So the cost depends on from where you are giving your exam, and it is mostly $390, but sometimes it varies to $490 as well. This was about the cost, and one more thing, that is you can give your reattempt of your TEF Canada exam only and only after the wait of 30 days. You need to wait for 30 days and only then you can reattempt your exam. Yeah, that's it for it. And if you have any doubts, any questions, you can write us in the comment section. We read your comments, and thank you. Meet you in the next video.